You must prepare for war. You must be ready for battle. It's true. Lego the beast. We the champions. We the champions. We the champions. We the champions.
Just call me Mr. Mashup. Everything I get mash up. When I touch the stage, I make the people put their hands up. Yeah, you know we camera. That is how we raise up. Like Ratty and say, everybody jump fuck off. Some people don't rate me, but we don't give up. If you have a hater, let me see your hands them up. And let them fools keep talking. My dogs do more than barking. We about that action, we ain't really come to talk. Tell them hush them out. If they really don't know what they're talking about. Overconfident about they run the wrong. But I promise you one thing. Anytime you step foot with our we inside this ring, we gon' be the last one standing. From the time we strike up the band, watch the people them start to jam. We'll be the last one standing. Watch the hand and foot start to swing. Now we mash up everything. Now hey, 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 hey.
Tobago, good morning. This morning I want to join in the condemnation for the Tobago House of Assembly with regards to the firing of X amount of workers from the Tobago House of Assembly in the year 2021. It is quite curious to me that the Chief Secretary will now claim that the industrial court is wrong and that he will appeal the matter. For the industrial court to be wrong, there has to be good counsels that the Chief Secretary would have revealed to show an error in law. But the industrial court is one of those courts that does not have to follow evidence. It could ignore all the evidence that you provide and rule based on what is good industrial relation practice. So therefore, I'm not sure who is the expert advising him. If it was the same expert that advised him from the past era, you know what I'm talking about. There was someone who from the past era who we held on to very tightly and continue to hold on to. If it is that person who's advising him, then he's sure to fail. I will want to strongly advise that the THA would relook at the past firings over its tenure and begin to apologize to people and compensate them. I will not give free employment advice on this medium, nor will I point out exactly where he's wrong or where the people is right. But I can say that I knew they were making mistakes and I advised against those firings. I will never support political firings, because when does it end? When does it end? We have to end political firings in Tobago. Tobago is way too small for that, and on the back end, all of us are one family in Tobago, every single one of us. So we should avoid political firings. This is my 2 cents. And I want to tell the Chief Secretary, go and pay the money. Pay the 3 million that's paid now. The one hire no high price lawyer to go and find out you're wrong at the appeal court. Then go into Privy Council. Why are you fighting in matters like this? If you're wrong, you're wrong. I have been wrong before. And when I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong. So if you're wrong, it takes a man to say, well, yes, I think I erred here. I will pay the money, and I'll be guided by this learned judgment from the industrial court in the future. That's the type of leadership we want in Tobago, not squandermania. So Tobago, I'm out as Vibecast.
All right, good afternoon each and every one. Welcome to this brief press statement regarding the judgment by the industrial court over the unlawful dismissal of 13 employees of the 13. Please, I would allow this live to build up. Please let me know if you all are hearing me. Share the live, share the live, share the live. I am having some technical difficulties, so I just want to make sure you all are hearing me. If you're hearing me, please show an emoji, a thumbs up. If you all are hearing me, please let me see an emoji saying that you all are hearing me, so I'll be able to move forward with this live. So if you're hearing me, very quickly, if you're hearing me, please let me get a thumbs up and share the live as well. So yes, I think I'm seeing an Are you all hearing me? Okay. So welcome one and all, and share the live, This, I am dealing solely at this time with the issue as reported in the media, a Guardian media story by Miss Elizabeth Gonzalez. Headline: THA must pay $3 million over unlawful dismissals. And today, I want to first dive into the article itself and read to you some of the issues that stood out to me in this judgment. So I'll read the article for you at first, and then I would read for you a press statement on this matter, and then I would allow you in the comments, if you can, if there are media persons online or etc., you can ask couple questions or share couple comments. We'll discuss and then I'll end the live. So this article dated May 12, 2025 by Elizabeth Gonzalez. Headline: THA must pay $3 million over unlawful dismissals. And Ms. Gonzalez is writing that the Tobago House of Assembly may have to pay more than $3 million to 13 contract workers it fired after the 2021 elections. That's the fallout of an industrial court ruling delivered since April 30th, which found the terminations were unfair, unlawful, and likely politically motivated. The court ordered the THA to compensate the workers for all outstanding vacation leave, prorated gratuity, and the full value of what was left on their contracts. And then it speaks of the trade union, which represented the group, has until May 29 to submit a breakdown of what each worker is owed. A final court order would follow by June 30th. Some of the 13 workers had been employed with the THA's Community Partnership Unit since 2009. But on March 31st, 2022, that is about 3 months after the PDP, now TPP administration led by Honorable Fali Chavez Augustine took office, they were all called into a meeting and handed dismissal letters. The THA claimed the CPU was being shut down as part of a restructuring, but the court said it found no proof of any real restructuring, no policy papers, meeting minutes, or even an updated organizational chart. Instead, it said the decision to fire the workers appeared rushed, harsh, and unsupported. It also pointed out several contradictions in the THA's defense. For instance, the dismissal letter said the CPU was under review, but in court, the THA claimed the unit had already been abolished. The court also noted that a key meeting mentioned in the letters never actually took place. The workers earned varying salaries based on their positions, with monthly pay ranging from $7,000 to over $13,000. Some had up to 33 months remaining on their contracts when they were terminated. The court said there was no serious attempt to consult or reassign the workers, and it ruled the dismissal as harsh and oppressive, in violation of good industrial practices. The union also argued that the terminations were politically driven, pointing to Article 5 of the International Labour Organization ILO Convention C158, which prohibits dismissal based on political opinion. The court noted this is a serious concern, especially since one of the terminated workers is the wife of THA Minority Leader Kelvon Morris. So, brothers and sisters, there you have it. This is but one of 3 known matters in front of the industrial court at this time. And this matter dealt specifically with the Community Partnership Unit in the office of the Chief Secretary. And there are 2 more matters still pending adjudication from the industrial court. One involving the CPEP unit. As you remember, about 45 persons or so were terminated from the CPEP program. Those are monthly paid workers who were attached to the CPEP program, many of them women. And then you have the monitoring and evaluation unit in the Division of Infrastructure with another 15 or so. And from our count, based on direct termination and disbandment or restructuring as they term it, this THA would have terminated the employment of over 100 Tobagoans. And in terms of contract non-renewal, over 300 persons, by our information and our count, who will engage on contract within the Tobago House of Assembly did not get their contract renewed. And this is in addition to the over 1,200 workers who were attached and who were employed with contracting firms in the Tobago space, whose employers are now blacklisted and not receiving contracts from the THA, and therefore they too have indirectly felt the brunt of this wicked and devious THA administration led by Farley Chavez Augustine. So today I simply want to share this statement of reflection with you, which is headlined, Minority Leader Welcomes Industrial Court Judgment and Calls for Accountability in the Tobago House of Assembly Contract Workers Terminations. The recent industrial court ruling awarding nearly $3 million to 13 former employees of the Community Partnership Unit under the Office of the Chief Secretary is a significant moment of justice. These individuals who were abruptly and unfairly terminated by the Farley Augustine-led administration, they have endured emotional and financial hardship for far too long. As difficult as this journey has been, this judgment affirms that injustice has consequences, and I hope it offers a measure of healing for those who I know personally suffered in silence. This ruling should have never been necessary. And this ruling should have never been necessary because you would recall, fellow Tobagonians, the Chief Secretary, the Honorable Farley Chavez Augustine, gave his word during his campaign that no contract worker would lose their job under his administration. And we, the people of Tobago, you fellow Tobagonians, many of you contract workers, took him to his word and you entrusted him based on his commitment with an overwhelming mandate. Unfortunately, what followed instead was a wave of termination that devastated livelihoods and betrayed that promise to which was made, that pact, that covenant with all of Tobago, that no contract worker who is employed with the Tobago House of Assembly will be terminated. The actions taken against these workers, some of whom served with distinction for many, many years, were not only unjust, but based on the court's opinion, they were politically motivated. And you would recall the Chief Secretary himself described many of these workers, unjustly so, as political hires, not recognizing that these workers went through, many of them, a rigorous recruitment process and were interviewed. And therefore, this contributed to a growing climate of fear and uncertainty within the public service. As you know, many contract workers, and I'm sure you can relate, many contract workers are now scared for their very life that every time their contracts are about to renew, they are sweating, they are nervous, they are anxious whether their contracts would be renewed. And to the point that many of them are scared to even associate politically. Many are afraid to make comments on social media that may be adverse to the very administration because of fear of political victimization. Let this ruling, however, serve as both a warning and a call to conscience. It is a clear reminder that leadership must be rooted in integrity, accountability, and compassion. The people of Tobago, you the people of Tobago, you deserve leaders who honor their word, uphold the rights of all workers, and place the well-being of the island above political interests. At this time, I want to genuinely urge the Chief Secretary to treat with this judgment as a guide in resolving the remaining matters still before the Industrial Court, particularly those involving the terminated CPEP workers, the monitoring and evaluation staff under the Division of Community Development, Youth Development and Sport, and those employees of the Monitoring and Evaluation Unit within the Division of Infrastructure. Further, upon final judgment, I am calling on the Chief Secretary to ensure that these payments are made to these workers in the shortest space of time. Many of these workers have remained unemployed, without work for the past 3.5 years since this termination. And I am sure you, fellow Tobagoans, can appreciate the hardship, the mental stress and distress this would have placed on each of these individuals' lives. Many of these employees are properly certified, most properly certified, applied throughout the THA during the intervening years, and did not even receive the courtesy of an acknowledgement to their application. And I'm simply saying, in a Tobago that is so small, where we often say we are one family, is this the approach that we should be taking in such a small island society, where an administration would be so vindictive, so wicked in its actions, that for the basis of evaluating whether to terminate or to employ, their sole consideration is based on one's political affiliation. Brothers and sisters, today is a good day. Today is a day I am sure all of these workers are breathing a sigh of relief. And it is also a good day for you, the Tobago contract workers employed with the Tobago House of Assembly. You can be rest assured that there is a place of reconciliation for political wickedness. And the price to pay is quite high. My one disappointment and the one area of regret is that while this payment of $3 million is awarded, it is $3 million of taxpayers' money that could have been used for something else, for more employment, for greater development. And it is now $3 million that this reckless, wicked administration has caused to go awry.
Dauntless Defenders of Good Governance. Join host Fearless Warrior and the Dauntless Crew every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Tune in each week for enlightening discussions, special guest interviews, on the scene coverage of news, political events, and all topics related to good governance. Watch the show live on our Bounce Up Central platform and social media channels, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Keep the conversation going, even after the show. Chat in real time on our 24-hour live chat on Bounce Up Central. For more news, informative content, entertainment, special events, discussion forums, Bounce Up Radio, TGIF watch parties, and to even bus a mark anonymously, visit our Bounce Up Central Community Hub, the platform that's Weeting, created for we, by we.
Good evening, Trinidad and Tobago, and welcome to Dauntless Defenders of Good Governance. I tell you, it's like it's from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, and we going again. No rest for the wicked. No rest for the wicked. Okay, so you heard it there from the minority leader, Mr. Kelvin Morris, and you would have heard the losing candidate, Watson Duke. When in the beginning he was very much happy when they had sent home all those contract workers, but they targeted Mr. Kelvin Morris' wife, if you all listen to it carefully. So she was targeted in the bunch, and she has to be compensated, and he's right. Taxpayers are to pay. Lawyers are to be paid. Who is it coming from? Who is it coming from? The taxpayers. That is how it is go. And there's going to be more litigations that are going to be put before the court against this wicked, oppressive government called Kamala Prasad Bisesa and even Fali. Because as it stands right now, HR departments are sending home people like they're going mad. Who given these people the authority to send home people? They say we taking in front before in front take we. Imagine that. You taking in front before in front take we. Who is the we? You acting on your own. Because plenty of these boards have not been appointed to the different state enterprises. And also, we have not seen the ministers being involved So nobody know who given the HR departments in many of these ministries the authority. But I can tell you one thing. That is why Kamala Prasad Bisasa and many of these so-called trade unions do not want the re-signing of the contracts for the industrial judges, the industrial court judges, because they want to put their own judges inside of there, because they're claiming that the judges and them inside are biased. I don't understand. Like Kamala, you know, from me, boy. Just kind of cough. But I don't understand how that you could say that the industrial courts are biased when you are clearly seeing they pay the people for wrongful dismissal. And a number of people are being told, come out of the office, we come in, get our receipt. Imagine that. Farley was the same one. I'm going to just spend a little time on this. Farley was the same one who was on a platform before the Tobago election, claiming that contract workers will be a thing of the past. People will be fully employed. Teachers will no longer be on contracts. Ex gratia payments will be paid. Today, not one of those promises has ever materialized. Not one. What has materialized is that Farley take the party from Watson Duke, Farley take the party from Watson Duke, form your own party with inside a party, contest the election, kick out the man out of your own party, and that's how the story goes. So, not one thing that Farley has said that he would have done before the Tobago House of Assembly election, not one promise was ever materialized. Not one. And you want to tell me that the PNM in Tobago didn't realize that not one promise was not materializing, and they still did not go out and vote. People, if you all know of people who are being dismissed from their jobs and all different things, get in contact with me. Get in contact with me, and we'll be putting together a team of. We're going to be putting together a team of lawyers. Yeah, we're going to put together a team of lawyers. In fact, I've already spoken to one, and he's a senior lawyer, and we will have to pay part of the money because they ain't doing nothing for free. And I don't expect lawyers to do nothing for free. But we will raise part of the money, start the process, and carry the wicked, oppressive government to the courthouse. I will stand firm with any worker. But you see political victimization, I will not stand for that. You see people who just send home workers because they don't want to pay them gratuity, or they get pregnant on the job, or something happen, some foolish thing happen, and they just send home workers. We will be looking into it. And let me just say this tonight before we switch gears and go into another topic. A serious topic that we had to go into. There is a candidate. Well, he was a candidate. He lost the seat. He lost his nice seat. He lost his chances at the 2025 elections in Maloney, Twin City Maloney, the candidate for that particular area. We will have to give him a serious call and a shake-up because apparently they owing people money. It is alleged that they're owing people money for goods, services that was rendered to their camp. You can't just pick up the phone, call people. The people take up the good thing because of business. They're running business. They're providing things on for business. And you don't want to pay them. So we will take a break. You heard it there from Mr. Kelvin Morris. We will take a break. And now we will go to our substantive issue for tonight. People, a lot of questions will be asked. Is whether or not if people are willing to take the heat. Let's take that break. Let's take that break. Let's take that break. Let's take that break.
Oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na. You've got to soar on your own, soar on your own, soar on your own. No, you've got to seek out the sky, yeah, seek out the sky, oh, seek out the sky. Well then you've got to see for yourself now, see for yourself now, wow, wow, wow. See for yourself if you want to learn how to. I said learn. Wings don't get strong, no, 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 until they're tested. And you still don't know, you don't know what your best is. Bye, bye, bye. You can't touch your dreams now if you don't take flight. Can you hear me now? Sometimes in this la 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 life you've got to fight for what's right. Come on and soar on your own, soar on your own, soar on your own. No, you've got to seek out the sky, yeah. Seek out the sky, yeah. Seek out the sky. Well then you've got to see for yourself now, see for yourself now, see for yourself. If you want to,
Yes, so we are back. And you know, on June, sometime in June, it's going to have elections. Yeah, PNM to hold internal elections at the end of June. And I know a number of people are asking what is happening. A lot of people have been going around the place, throwing their hats in the ring and campaigning. They have started to put it out there in the word on the ground, what position they're looking to fight for, and all these necessary things. Let me just pull up this here. So we have the media release that was sent out yesterday, and it was an executive meeting that took place and not general council meeting. It was an executive meeting that would have taken place, and I want to dive into this a little bit. I want to dive into this a little bit because there's things that makes you go, things that make you go, So let me dive into this a little bit. Hmm. All right. I feel like all right, director Mike, could you send back the thing for me, please? I just can't see that. I don't have spectacles. I really don't have no spectacles tonight. Um, so could you send me that send it back for me? That will be good. All right, director. All right, all right. Let me see if I get some of this. Let me see if I get here. Oh Lord, you done it. All right, nice. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so this is it here. Don't worry, okay. Right, so PNM to convene a special general council meeting to deliberate on recommendation of the PNM leadership re-PNM internal election. The leadership of the PNM, the People's National Movement, met on Monday, the 12th, 2025, to discuss, among other matters, the conduct of the PNM's internal election. On this specific issue, the leadership has made a recommendation which will be proposed at a special general council meeting on Friday, the 16th of May, 2025. The recommendations of the leadership, which is proposed to the General Council, are as follows. The PNM internal elections be held by the end of June 2025. All national executive positions to be contested. Let me read it again. The recommendation of the leadership, which will be proposed to the General Council, are as followed. The PNM's internal elections will be held by the end of June 2025. All national executive positions be contested. The internal elections to be open to all party members in Trinidad and Tobago using the one man, one vote system. As it is customary, an election supervisory committee will be established by General Council to manage the conduct of the elections, including the review and issuance of the final electoral list, as well as the code of ethics for the internal election. Yours in service, and I want you to pay attention, yours in service, Dr. Nayan Gaspidoli, MP, chairman, People's National Movement. So, member of Parliament. Right. Now, I take umbrage with this basically that is now in the public domain. I take umbrage to it, and I'll tell you why. And there's a number of questions I've been asking. And I know for a fact that if we pull up the interview that we did, that Mr. Foster, the General Secretary of the party, would have conducted, the question was asked to him about the interim chairman and vice chairman. And I am seeing here, no way does this letter is signed by any interim chairman or any vice chairman. So questions must be asked. So is it a substantial position here? Because you can't tell me that all positions, and this is the recommendations, and I want people to pay attention to how people is play with words in documents. Well, the elections to be held, they propose, okay, they propose in it. There's nothing concrete with this, but it's proposed that it will go before General Council, and General Council may approve it or disapprove it. So, by June, Montaigne, they say they want to have the internals. But my next question is, all national executive positions to be contested. All national executive positions be contested. So my question is, did the PRO resign? Did the General Secretary resign? How could you put a letter and say all positions to be contested when there are still people holding position and they have made it clear that they are going straight through with their tenure? Well, even if they go before General Council cannot say or cannot tell the two people who did not resign that they have to step down. So the question is, but for all those rules were coming up for elections for the next internals, no. No, only certain roles was coming up for the internals next year. And that is what we would have heard the General Secretary when they asked him, would you be resigning? And he said, no, he will be holding on this position until such time, well, till the time that is constitutionally due, which is next year, not this year. So the question is, has he resigned? Because you can't tell me that all positions will be up for grabs and there are still people holding positions. And if there's an election committee that will be put in place, now I don't have a problem if he's willing to step down or the PRO is willing to step down, because them is the only two, basically, the only two positions really that's still outstanding, because the chairman and the vice chairman is interim. No, 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 no. The political leadership, because there's a vacancy at this point in time, that is what has to happen now. They have to fill the position of the political leaders, the political leader. So that's why they have to call this special convention. So that is why we have to have this. And it's the same thing that happened in 2010 when Dr. Rowley came in. You have a specific time in which to call the election for that position. You must fill the position. Otherwise, you'll just have Ms. Penelope Beckers or whoever wants to be the political leader, or whoever wants to be, Ms. Penelope Beckers, because she's the opposition leader now. If she wishes to contest the political leadership, she may not be able to do it, because you have to wait until quite next year, and the Constitution does not allow for that. So, if General Council approves all the position, if they approve the recommendation, that still does not mean that the two individuals, because one, the individuals are elected officers, David. They are elected officers. And an elected person will have to work his term. If it is that he's resigning, then they will have to, the person, whoever is holding the position, will have to come out and say, yes, they're resigning, and if General Council takes the decision and they agree, then, but you can't make a recommendation that all positions will be in that, and then you do it not clearly stated. It's not clearly stated. It is not clearly stated. Well, let me get my, and you don't need an expert on a constitution, eh? What people need to do is go and read the Constitution and what the Constitution states. That is why Mr. Foster could have said what he said in terms of, no, I will be holding on to my position until such time that it is constitutionally due, which would have been next year. And that is clear. If it is that the executive well, the interpretation, well, you have to go to a judge, and a judge will have to give that interpretation. But the interpretation is clear, because the Constitution is supposed to be clear for everybody to understand. That is what Constitution is about. Let me call somebody here who is who was looking to contest the position of education officer, and let me see if we get them to come. It is clear. I know I say no. Is that no I dealing with organizations and these constitutional matters, and there's technicalities in it too, because they don't want to do something that is not right and end up in problems. Well, if people don't want to follow and read, then it is not our fault. But The thing about it is that there's issues that was also raised that the leadership did not clearly state what would have been happening. And people were calling for an audit. People were calling for an audit of the voters list. The audit of the voters list so, and we are not saying that the leadership is putting that recommendation forward. But we are seeing plenty of people throwing their hat out. Now, this has not gone to be to General Council to be ratified yet. I don't understand. We asking. This has to be ratified first before and be approved. Now, if it is that it goes on Friday and it is approved on Friday, one thing I don't do is misguide people. One thing I don't do is misguide people. If it is approved on Friday, the question will still arise whether or not these people have agreed to resign their position, and everybody, let's say no, but I don't think actually the government got wrong. No. The General Council have certain weight. The real body is the general membership that will come and vote for the one man, one vote, David. Your general membership is who have that power and that authority. General Council could ratify it, but the question will be asked, how legal is it? Because the two persons who hold in the remaining positions have not stepped aside and said, well, okay, based on what the leadership has put out, because they are sitting in the leadership position. And this was not even stating whether or not it was unanimously decided by the leadership that this is what they will take as the recommendation to General Council. So you know that everybody on the executive, on the leadership has taken the position that, hey, this is what is going to go before General Council as the recommendations, and it was approved by all. You see, people have to be very careful, you know, that you don't end up in a situation where you have a illegal thing that is taking place. And then somebody is going to jump up and say in the morning, well, he answers yet, and as soon as he comes in, he will come in. But we want to find out whether or not what are some of the we want to find out whether or not if it is that they will resign. And if it is that they resign and they are saying that all positions are open, The next question would be, this is my question that I am asking. This is my question that I am asking. Is that given that there's allegations being put in the public domain about the General Secretary, and they say all positions will be contested, and he says that he is resigning or he's vacating his seat in order to re-contest the election. This is a serious question that people are not asking. And these are the questions that people need to ask. These are the questions that people would need to ask. Because you are talking about, we can't be saying that we promoting good governance and we asking the same thing. I don't think no Karen Lunes can't enter the political leadership. She's not a member of the PNM anymore. She resigned from the PNM. So she can't enter the political leadership again. She's no longer a member. So there's too much things in this thing, and I tell you honestly, I don't think. And if it is that we're going to have the elections in at the end of June, would we, if they call for an internal audit, would we get that internal audit before? We're talking about 6 weeks, 6 weeks before the election, and for internal audit to be done on the membership. I don't think that 6 weeks is enough to make sure you iron out and do everything properly before you go to that election. You see, it is all well and good that everybody wants to just throw their hat in the ring, and people campaigning all now. People campaigning, telling people, hey, I offer myself for service. When a lot of things are not clear. A lot of things are not clear here. And I don't think I would want to enter a race knowing that things are not ironed out properly inside of here. And then you hear the results, and then you're going to complain again. I think it should be fixed. The concerns should be dealt with first, and then let we move forward. Now, if General Council approve it, then is it going to be stated clearly that the General Secretary has resigned? But then you also ask the question, with the chairman signing, there was also questions raised on whether or not if the chairman is legally elected. So there's a number of questions being asked. And it is too soon to just rush this election on June 10. There's like you move from one election which was 6 weeks to another election which is 6 weeks. Come on, let me be real. We have enough time. Let me fix the business first. Let me fix the business first and then go into that. Because if it is that people resign, what would be ethically or morally right for them to re-enter the race again? We have to be clear. Because you can't resign today, and you want to enter the race tomorrow. That can't happen. No, I can understand with Imbert and Gaspidoli, Dr. Gaspidoli, where they were appointed. But then remember, Ms. Gaspidoli had resigned in order to take up the appointment as deputy political leader. But then time passed, so then she came in back and offered herself back to me as the chairman, the interim chairman. So my question is, when these people resign, and will they resign, and when will they resign? In order for the rest of people to resign, in order for all positions, because only two more positions basically, and that's it, you know. It is only two more positions basically to resign, and that is it. We could then have a full election in the month of June. Where's that Jennifer Frederick Center anyways too? Well, I know, I don't know. I can't see. I can't see. But I can tell you that the internals will be coming up, but I would strongly recommend that no internals be held at the end of June until you at least do the audit on the voters list. Because I am pretty much sure that if you check plenty of them people who on the voters list, you would see that they probably not even PNM members. You will see that they are not even PNM members. Oh, okay. All right, Val. So this is a serious thing that has to be dealt with. There's too much questions. There's too much. It just, I don't know. I'm not hungry for, and one of the nice things I always say, that Dr. Rowley always say, don't fall in love with office. Don't fall in love with office. That we go and mess up things again. And when we mess up things, we end up causing more hurt than healing. Let me fix it. But let me fix it the right way. Let me fix it the right way. Let people have confidence in that, hey, we know that when we see this happen, we see this happening, right. Done away with the past, get rid of that. That kind of mentality and behavior, get rid of that. We are going into something that is new. And members supposed to be feeling comfortable to know that, okay, yes, I am in this organization. I am a member, I have a vote, and this is what and I must be comfortable. Because I'm telling you, the generation that is coming, they're not just going and go to no convention and not ask questions, you know. They are going to ask 1,000,001 questions. And we have to be ready to answer those questions. So in my humble opinion, this is my opinion, as a member, is that date be whole and push and deal with the audit and the audit necessary concerns, and then let we go to the internals. While I understand that the political leadership, they can't have that office well, let me tell you something, Nobody could come for me, Nobody could come for me because I always tell them I am not. The party is not my house. It is a party. It is an institution. But you see my children, they're my children. If they want to come and they want to come for me, fine. Me have no problem with that. I don't fall in love with office. I just walk away. I can walk away. And I want that to happen, of course. That everybody who putting up themselves for the election, we enter into a debate. Because done are the days where you offer up yourself and everybody go in and vote, because I'm hearing that there are a number of slates coming, So people just go and throw themselves on slates. I don't want to be no part of no slate. I don't want to be no part. If somebody asks me, I don't know. I just don't want to be no part of no slate. I want to be able to be free, to vote freely. I want people to be able to come and say, well, I vote, yes, I vote for fairness because why? I vote for fairness because why? I like the policy. I like what we bring into the table. Not what we saw, where people telling people you're voting for team this, and when you do hear the show, the political leader came out and said, hey, I'm not running no slate. And people get licked because people had it in their mind because they were being deceived. I'm not into that. I don't want that. I want when people come, they must say, I vote for if Dominic throw any hat in the ring for PRO or SMO or whatever position, then they must vote for him, because when they hear we offer and we bring him to the table, they vote for him. Likewise, anybody who is coming, they must come and say what it is they're going to do. Well, it's what you is up to you. It's up to you. It's what you choose in the whole process. If you wish to only listen to what a man have as a credential, but he had nothing to back it up after that, then having the credential and nothing to back up and what you really wanna do ain't saying nothing. When Dr. Rolly was there, everybody, yeah. I ain't Jennifer Baptiste Primus. She gone quiet. I ain't Jennifer Baptiste Primus. She gone quiet. I ain't here. Nobody call her in and say, hey, you can't be talking out of turn. And you say no in general council. And yet nobody call she and reprimand she. And members just look at these things. No, I don't know. I keep telling people 2025, because 2020, well, when it was 1995, 2000, when it reached 2010, the general membership get an opportunity to vote. And there are some people who are willing to take that away from you. Because if Brian Manning could bring that kind of, want to bring that kind of recommendation to move out that one man, one vote, to go back to what? To go back to what? Something that is not working? Because it's not working. And the click thing had it done. This click thing had it done. I pull in here, and I pull in you in here. And the real people who can do the work. Look, Egba. Egba has thrown his hat in the ring. But Egba can't get in. You know why? I voted for my friend. They're my friend. They're my friend. And that's how it is go. Let me get this thing here. Hold on. Let me just get my thing here. Hey, we don't want that again. Let me vote with a conscience this time. Yes, that's exactly what happened. Dominic lost because people went and voted for Slate. People went and voted for Slate. No, I don't have a problem if whoever want to offer up themselves because they want to work with a certain team, you know. But as I made it clear, I can work with anybody. I will work with anybody because it's about the party and the party continuance growth. And there are too many young people who are coming up in the ranks in the party who maybe have the vision and want to take the vision of the party forward. And they can't because it's like an old guards, the guard guarding the thing. We had done that Slate thing. Everybody come. But I know where it's going to turn out to be eventually. It's going to be about bring your posse and come. Yeah, well, it must be used. For that, the one man, one vote will be used. But if people going up for a Slate, the same one man, one vote will be used. But it will be a disadvantage because a person going up on a Slate as opposed to people who going up as individuals. Because if I want to throw my hat in as an individual for a position, and a person come with a Slate, and if the people want that Slate to go in, and there are some people who may not be right on the Slate, they may not be of good standings, of good character, But they will get in because they won on the slate. Yeah. People have the opportunity. People have the opportunity to say who they want to vote for, and they have and that's the right. They can vote for whoever they want. But there are questions that need to be answered. Well, if it is that someone else wins the political leader, Mr. Wayne, then the person who is the opposition leader, they may have to step aside. They may have to step aside and allow the political leader to take up the reins. But it's up to the political leader if they will want to keep it split or merge it together. Now, if the person who is the opposition leader wins the political leadership, well then that would be Miss Penny who is there right now. If it is that somebody contests Miss Penny Beckles and wins the political leadership, let's say 2 or 3 people contest and one of them win, and Miss Penny is the opposition leader, it will be up to the political leader to then decide whether or not if they'll leave her there for a certain time until they do a transition, but most likely they will eventually take up the role as a political leader. Eventually. Eventually. They will automatically want to take up the role as the political leader. And how they will split it. Because then you got to look at different grounds and all these different things. Doctor. I don't know who's the B, Dr. B. I don't know who's Dr. B. Eric. Oh, Dr. Brown. Okay. Well, but I can't, I don't know, I can't see. I can't see. But what I would have, but what is also in the public domain also is that whether or not if losing candidates will be allowed to sit in the Senate. And I don't think it is ethical and it is morally right for losing candidates to sit in the Senate. I don't think so. But I could trust that whoever is going to be, well, the opposition leader is going to pick, and she will then have to decide who she wants to be as the senators at this point in time. Now, whoever comes in as the political leader, if it is her or somebody else, then they could change the senators who was there and all the different things. So, and a senator position is not a permanent. A senator position is not a permanent position. There was no talk of the independent audit of the membership list. There was none. So I don't know. Because that is not one of the recommendations that was put before the that will be put before General Council on Friday. So we'll have to wait and see whether or not, if somebody in General Council will raise the issue. And you see, there's allegations that some people may be manipulating some people in General Council to go along with them. And if it is that General Council decides, well, they're going along with what the person who supported them or helped them or bring them in, then they will go with that. Then they will go with that. And that's why I'm saying, if we start in fresh, let me start fresh. Well, the UNC is different from the PNM. The PNM has integrity. And the PNM has never really appointed losing candidates as senators. They have never, they just don't do it. If they had to bring back somebody, you had to be out of the government for probably a whole term, a 5-year term or something. But outside of that, PNM don't do that. They don't do that. And knowing Miss Penelope Beckles, we'll have to wait and see. I doubt she would do that. But there are plenty good debaters who no, you can't. Well, it's an ethical thing. If you lost your seat, there are other people in the party who could debate just as good. And that's what I'm talking about. We have to allow growth and development in the party, and that's what most of the leaders that have been doing. They will get people and they will appoint and they know who will be able to debate in the parliament. Some will be young and some will have experience and some will be in between. I can't say that. Though I'm now saying the PNM does not follow the UNC standards by putting people who lose the seat in the Senate. They don't do it. Well, we had to wait and see. If Mr. Stuart Young will offer himself up for the position with a slate. But boy, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to be part of nobody's slate. I just don't want to do. I don't want to do that. My conscience will hurt me. Seriously, my conscience will. I have a conscience. I don't know. I really can't speak to that. Can't wait for Parliament to open. Well, let me tell you something. If there's a PRO for the party, there's a PRO for the party, and the PRO and this is what I'm saying. If you're not hearing your PRO and you're not hearing your SMO, because the PRO has to pass down the information to the SMOs on them, and the SMOs and them have to disseminate them. The SMOs have not had any meeting. The SMO has never had a meeting really to call in people. Well, no, let me tell you what is good. Yeah? There are certain things that the opposition leader or even the prime minister and them could do, and there are certain things that the ground troopers could do. Well, they do operate, but mind you, you may very well see them looking to go on slates. And this is the problem. Because I wouldn't be surprised to see the PRO jump on a slate, the SMO jump on a slate, the General Sec jump on a slate, and plenty of them could be jumping on a slate, jumping on a slate, jumping on a slate. We don't want no more slates. But if people want to offer up themselves and go on the slate, go on the slate. But I'm not going on no slate. Because people didn't listen. The Prime Minister told you, or the Prime Minister at the time said he did not have a slate. And people still went down the road pushing that stupid narrative. They still went ahead pushing it. Well, as I said, the opposition, the Senate, the senators and them are not permanent. It's up to Ms. Beckles at this point in time to then state whether or not she will be taking back one or two of them, or but she did say that she would have been doing a wide cross section that represents the whole of Trinidad and Tobago. So UNC used to call a press conference, no opposition and calling press conference like young delights. Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know, because what made me upset was that I saw a video that is circulating, and this really get me a little upset. Seeing this video that was circulating, the SMO did not even put, because people in campaign mood now, so the SMO did not even put where the function was, what he was, why he was saying what he was saying, which was Mr. Monroe. I don't know if you saw it, where Mr. Monroe was saying that he pledges support and allegiance to basically Miss Penelope Beckers. And I was like, under what context? Why would you put that in the public domain? Come on. What is that? Let me tell you something. I think Miss Penelope Beckers is probably sorting out her her crew, and we have to give a little time to sort it out. Parliament has not been called, and let me just tell you all something. Do you know that nobody who won their seat, not even the government nor the opposition, could take up the position as member of parliament at this point in time? Nobody. Nobody. Right now, all the members of parliament offices are closed. All, all. That to me is more worrying. So right now, everybody who is supposed to be a member of the parliament, which is really there's the MP, they don't have an office. And they're not getting paid. They're not being paid. And nobody talking about that. That to me is more worrying. Because nobody gets sworn in. So you have ministers, permanent sects, but you have no person sworn in as member of parliament. Well, I don't know. I don't know. But Kamala says she opening parliament on the 1st of June, so what's going on for the whole of May? What's going on for the whole of May? Well, I don't want to attack the opposition leader. I don't want to attack the opposition leader because regardless of whoever is the opposition leader, as I have made it clear, I I have to give her time. I have to give her time, but we have to be concerned. No, we have to be concerned that without the swearing in of the MPs, nobody's running the constituencies. I'm telling you, nothing. Right now, the country on a pause. The country on a serious pause. That's why I tell you, Kamala ain't go feel she go bamboozle my head. Yeah, we basically understand still. No MP could take. You can't go. Who you gonna talk to? You can't put in. You can't go to them. You can't talk to them. The staff right now, the doors locked in all the MP offices. We have to get this thing and get this thing going the right way. We can't wait until after the internals. Because if Kamala decide, well, I ain't calling I ain't calling that until June because she will have to call the parliament in June. because she had to deal with the media review. But we need to get, yeah, we need to have the MPs and them sworn in so that they could start to hear the concerns of the citizens. They could start to look at the parliament. They could go in the parliament, stand in committees, put the different things in place. But we need to actually get this thing going. We need to get this thing going. Because you see this, we're not the public domain here, and we're not hearing from the executive that debunking, really and truly debunking half of the madness that's going on um, with the opposition and the lies and all them different things. The social media is quiet. There's only a few people who really on the social media jamming, you know. The social media is quiet, the PRO is quiet. Yeah. So come month end, all elected member of parliament, if she don't call the parliament for her to get sworn in, or you have no salary to get month end, eh? Or you have no salary to get month end if all you do open your mouth and say that, hey, call the parliament. You feel Kamala doesn't know what she will be saying? You feel Kamala doesn't know what she will be doing? Kamala know damn well what she will be doing, you know. Kamala know damn well what she doing. And Kamala know fully well, me ain't calling nothing. Yeah. But that's what they're doing. They use the same picture from last time to fool the people to make people believe that cabinet meeting. Well, if you had cabinet meeting in warehouse, please, and members coming out from Chicago down in the Philippines, imagine that. And Kamala lying and saying how she can't think nothing because the SRC report was never laid in Parliament when she never objected to anything in the Parliament concerning the SRC. So, you know, it is very frustrating that people in the party seeking to seek their own interests and really and truly the party business on a standstill. The country's business is on a standstill right now. Barry saying one thing, 10 million, but that one, this one, and that one. I'm telling you. Well, I have been calling. I don't know if they call him and tell him because normally he would have been here. Let me see. And the phone is just ringing. I don't know, people must reach out and he must get him and more. And let me tell you something, eh? One thing I just always tell people, because I made sure and I sent all the things, I don't know what may have happened. I don't know. So I don't want to see, or he, I don't know. I really can't see. But he's a man of integrity. He's a man of integrity. It was one thing I could vouch for. And but I really don't know what transpired tonight. They're calling, but I seen the phone ringing, but I'm not too sure what transpired. I don't know. Well, let me tell you something, eh? I have to continue doing what I have to do. And I know I will ask the questions. I will continue to ask the question. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to speculate. I don't want to speculate. But I did tell him everything. I did do all the, I did him tell him what procedure to follow, everything. So if he doesn't come, well, he doesn't come. Nobody is stopping this change. And if people afraid or people don't want people telling people don't come here or whatever, then that doesn't bother me. I keep saying good governance is always be good governance. Good governance will always be good governance. You can't change it. You can't change it. I want to play this. Let me play this. We ask me, Subasi. What's Subasi asking me? No, I'm asking Phyllis. How she going? Oh, okay. There is just after long. But let me tell you something, eh? As I always tell people, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it again, and I'll make it very clear. Fearless warrior is not in the pockets or the handbag or any of the sort of no politician. None. None. No member of parliament. I sit on an executive. And after this election, I don't think I want to sit on any executive in a very long time. I want to be independent. I want to be independent. Totally. And based on how this internals go, I just watch and I will think. I will support, Yeah. No, el bounce up on a hole is not in the pocket. So those people who just run around the place, hey, who's sponsoring over here? Who thinking over here? Don't mind the business. Nobody is sponsoring this thing here. We doing the thing as a labor of love, and that's why you see plenty people can't understand that. Because everything always got to be about the dollar sign. You ain't getting no money for that. All right, you're getting money today, and what next? What next? What next? That's why when most people when they out of politics, look at Marion Brown. Look at Mariana Brown. Was a big hencho. And out of politics, look how he come back. He had to come back to normal. Birds will fly high and they had to come back down to the ground. Nobody have me no back pocket to pick up the phone and say, hey, fellas, a way to push this agenda, boy. Fellas, a way to talk about this to me, boy. Nobody. They're strictly independent. Now, if I want to back somebody, I can back whoever I want to back. That's my rights. Me and I come and tell Tom, Dick and Harry who I supporting, who I backing, whoever I think. That's my rights. But at the end of the day, even if I back you, and you win, that don't mean that if I see you doing wrong, I wouldn't come and tell you, hey, boss, I see you going down that road, don't go down that road. Because seeing where they want to carry you. And if you fall for that, then you'll fall down in that pit. It's my right to tell you that. But I have a duty and a responsibility to the overall public to defend good governance in this country. So I have the responsibility to do that, and I will continue to do that, along with Bounce Up, and Bounce Up will continue to do what we have to do to ensure that we have good governance, and nobody must have us in no back pocket, or pulling the strings, or telling me what to say and what not to say, because they want me to eat our food. You know who was the man who said everybody have a price? Jack Warner is the man who said everybody have a price. I know I tell Jack Warner, no. Everybody do have a price. And don't believe that everybody who look like you feel like you could buy them. Because I don't want nobody money that was supposed to be given to the poor, the children in Haiti. And we'll take the people money. We'll take the people money and use it to campaign to send Tom, Dick and Harry. And both on a platform who are you sent to school and who are you didn't send to school. When the people in Haiti could have get our money, go ahead raise billions of dollars that people take. Not just Jack alone, but plenty people exploiting a situation. I don't want that. That's why I just walk away from them thing and I tell people I don't afraid. I don't afraid to walk away. And I can walk away from any party. Any party. Once I see the integrity and the honesty is being compromised, I free to walk away. Nobody holding my hand. But I will not allow myself to be drawn in like many of them. For somebody to say, why, you know, so and so gave he so, and somebody gave he this, and somebody gave he that, and the promise, and the thing, and the, no, I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing. Let me come here and I will defend you. I will defend the party. But if I see stupidness going on within the party, I will tell the party. And that's my rights. It has something I will not say here, and there's something I will say inside it. Because there's a time and a place. But nobody can tell me how to run my show. Charles, we answer me. Well, I'm trying to figure out what's that. What is that way you're asking me? I don't know. What you're asking me? I don't know. But I can tell you. But let me play something. Let me play this. I want you to pay attention to it. Play this. Even though the guests don't come, that still don't stop me from doing what I have to do. Let me play this for you. And this was Barak Jagdeo. No, I want to play this. Let me play this. Yes.
Dear brother, has to be very, very careful in this decision.
Watch for those close around for signs of betrayal. Because it is written in the scriptures of the Bible that in the last days perilous times will come. And betrayal will be one of the marks of the end of the world, because people will feel that they'll be safer betraying a good cause, a just cause, to save their lives.
I want you to listen to that carefully. I want you to listen to that carefully. Don't just watch the man and probably judge, because I know some people who like Louis Farrakhan, but I want you to listen carefully, because this is what's going on right now. This is what's going on right now. What's your, sorry. Let me play it again.
Dear brother, has to be very, very careful in this decision.
Watch for those close around for signs of betrayal. Because it is written in the scriptures of the Bible that in the last days perilous times will come. And betrayal will be one of the marks of the end of the world, because people will feel that they'll be safer betraying a good cause, a just cause, to save their lives.
And let me tell you something. There are those who will come in the internal election and just what you know say is why I don't want to see, or I don't want to be a part of no slate. We gotta play it again. One more time. I want to listen carefully.
Our dear brother, has to be very, very careful in this decision.
Watch for those close around for signs of betrayal. Because it is written in the scriptures of the Bible that in the last days perilous times will come. And betrayal will be one of the marks of the end of the world, because people will feel that they'll be safer betraying a good cause, a just cause, to save their lives.
And that is so true. And that is so true. And those who will try to save their lives will use certain people to walk through to get back in on the executive. And they know for a fact they ought not to be there. But because they will play the betrayal role, they will find a way inside. They will find a way inside. And this is why I had to be here with this, taking this.
This is a hell of a betrayal of them people when you will not tell them the truth because you're afraid that if you tell the truth, your bosses will take your job from you. That's a hell of a thing. You don't have a democracy when you don't have a free press. You're all slaves and you love it. So you deserve what you get, the erosion of your democracy. You'll soon be the laughing stock of the world.
Let me play it again. Because that's what my role is in this whole scenario. Let me play it again.
This is a hell of a betrayal of them people when you will not tell them the truth because you're afraid that if you tell the truth, your bosses will take your job from you. That's a hell of a thing. You don't have a democracy when you don't have a free press. You're all slaves and you love it. So you deserve what you get, the erosion of your democracy. You'll soon be the laughing stock of the world.
And let me tell you something. If we don't want to see and call out Kamala Prasad Bisasa and all of them on what they're doing and stand firm and be always independent. If we are afraid to tell those who have allegations and accusations against them, even within the party, that, hey, you must step down. Then we too contributing to the foolishness. And I say I would have played that tonight because when I sit down, I watch over 108,000 people didn't come out. Real supporters didn't come out. They literally stay home. They didn't come out because they had issues. Well, if you understand what Dr. Rowley said when he was free at last, the man said it 3 times. Free at last. Because don't matter what you do sometimes. You can do the world a good. You bring all these things, you put all these things, all the infrastructure, and people still turn around and they will cost you. Because you did one thing. So the 2 other things that you did, they didn't like that. They didn't like the whole fact that, hey, you mentored somebody and you bring somebody and you put them on the forefront. They didn't like that. They didn't want to vote because he's a Chinese man. They didn't like that. And I ain't even talking about the 108,000. The 108,000 people saw what was going on. It's just that some people decided, well, hey, we back him regardless of what. And there are people who said, no, we're not doing it. They saw what was going on. And they said, you know what? It's purging. We need to clean out. Clean out. Start afresh. They saw it. We saw it. And we continue to see all what's going on. And we must call it out for what it is. If it is, there must be code of ethics. There must be moral and spiritual grounds. That is what the PNM is built on. The PNM is not built on because the UNC doing it, we go do it too. It's moral and spiritual grounds. We have ethics that we live by. Them do no ethics. They put party before country. We don't put party before the country. We put the country before the party. Because what is best interest for the country? And if your party get 2 terms, and a man decide, well, hey, I'm going to take a little back seat. I put somebody in forefront. And because he don't look like you, he don't smell like you, or you mash it up. Until I continue to mash it up. And still mashing it up. Because it's all about, and Dr. Rowley warned them, don't fall in love with office. Don't fall in love with the office. And some of them have spent so long in the office that they don't know that, let me give that individual the chance to make a difference, to bring a difference. And it was the crab fighting, take him down, stab him down. And while there were those who were supporting, there were those who was after the man step aside. Well, I was always backing I was always backing this one. I was always backing Miss Beckers. I was always back lies. And that's what is happening. But one go see. Sometimes in life, we don't get what we always want. We don't get what we always want. But that don't mean you go burn down the whole entire house. When they could have just give people eviction notice and put them out. That's all. Well, give them an eviction notice. Put them out. I have seen this party rebuild and rebuild and rebuild and rebuild and come again, you know. And it started with young minds who came up. There wasn't no great debaters at the time. But it had those who had the willpower and the strength. And they did it in the parliament. So nobody can tell me that we don't have young, vibrant people. What about the boy in Tobago that's John brought to Trinidad? Like, we forget a young boy in Tobago? A brilliant, prolific speaker. He must be only about 22, 23 years. And Stuart John brought him and put him on the big stage for the rally. Or you forget that? We have people. The PNM is never out of talent. We have enough talented people. I could go back to Tobago again. You have a young lady over there. You have in Trinidad right here who could deliver it. But we had to give them the opportunity. We had to give them the chance. We had to give them it. But sometimes, you know what? We like to hold on and don't move forward. We like to hold on. But sometimes it's good to let go and let it grow. So people, we are going to have a task. The internals is here. We will wait until Friday. We must be the opposition until the opposition, until the leader of the opposition makes a statement. We at Bounce Up here will continue to assist the opposition. Because we will continue to be warriors, not only when we in power, but when we out of power too. And as I say, and I'll say it again, and I'm making it very clear, for those who like to run and tell Tom, Dick, and Harry that he say he not supporting this one and he not supporting that one. I supported any leader, any political leader of the party. I will support them. I'm making it clear. Nobody had to run to tell nobody nothing. Nobody had to run and say, hey, I hear, I want to hear. I telling you, I will support any leader of the People's National Movement. And who don't like it? And as for some of them who claim that they're for party, it's up to you. Or you can do two things. I mean, if it is that if the leader bring a slate and I don't like the people on the slate, or have questions about somebody on the slate, I'm talking about it. Because I know for a fact that there are some people who have questions right now that need to be answered. And they wouldn't offer up themselves for election. Well, it's up to you, COS. But whoever is the political leader, the only way you're going to know who is the political leader is if you vote. Well, if the political leader taking the party down a wrong road, then it is your choice to tell the political leader, just as it's my choice to tell the political leader, hey, you're going down the wrong road. And while I hear you, I hear you. But the internals come in. So if it is that somebody else want to offer up themselves and to contest against Miss Beckles, because you know Miss Beckles is going to throw you know Miss Beckles is going to throw a hand in the ring, and I know that for a fact. Whoever else wants to throw their hat in the ring, I support them 100% if you want to throw your hat in the ring. But if it is that you have questionable people who throw their hat in the ring, I will have to talk. I'll have to ask the question. Because you must make the electorate, you have to educate them. And it's their choice whether or not if they want to vote or to don't vote for whoever is in that position. But the information will always be out. So it's up to people. So we had to wait until Friday on that aspect. But I do expect, I'm not going to stop. I am going to hold Kamala Prasad Bisesa and her team to accountability and transparency. Yeah, the members will decide. And I know for a fact the members will make a right choice this time. I know the members will make the right choice this time and put who they will want to lead this blessed party. But Kamala Prasad Bisasa, I am still going to be on Kamala Prasad Bisasa and I'm not giving up on you. I'm not. I will pursue her, I will hunt her down. She's a dictator. She's a liar and a dictator. And she feels by pulling money from the media, she feels that will affect me. That's not going to affect me, lady. That's not going to affect me. I don't know. They could fire who they want to fire. They could do what they want to do, but it's not going to affect me. So if she feel that money coming some way, and we can pay somebody paying me for underneath, it's not affecting we. My hands, what should I say? She hands is clean. She hands is pure. Wicked. Not pure. Wicked. She hands is dirty. And she hands is wicked. And that's what we're talking about. But there's something. The reason why they always say great is the PNN is because they know why they say great is the PNN. It will always prevail. Let me get this thing here. So let me just wrap up here and let me play this for you. Let me just let you be a little intrigued with a little laughter here before we wrap up. But let me just play this first.
Any girl want fling it, come fling it on me. Girl, come fling it on me.
Ola is back. Let me play it again for you.
Any girl want fling it, come fling it on me. Girl, come fling it on me.
Let me just read some of the comments here first. Yes, we spoil it. Let me play this one here. This is somebody and the donkey, the lion and the donkey.
Police. The lions successfully hunted down a donkey. However, one of them suggested, "Don't kill him. I have a plan." Intrigued, the others agreed. Instead of devouring the donkey, they decided to adopt him. Over time, they gained his complete loyalty. When the moment was right, they sent him back to the donkey community. Not as an outcast, but as a leader, backed by the lions. The other donkeys began to fear and respect him. Anyone who dared to oppose or disobey him was swiftly captured. When the time came for the lion's visit, the donkey would offer his own kind as a meal, sparing the lions the trouble of hunting. In the eyes of the donkeys, he had become as powerful as a lion. Yet among the lions, he was always just a donkey. He ruled over his kind, but remained shackled to a power he could never truly escape. He made sacrifices at the expense of the innocent, believing that it secured his strength. But he forgot one simple truth. Loyalty to another kind makes you nothing more than a tool, useful, but never truly one of them. In the end, a donkey remains a donkey, even if he wears the skin of a lion.
And let me just show you all this here. Let me show you all.
But what was so appealing to me about the elections there is that I saw a video of former Prime Minister Rowley and former Prime Minister Stuart Young, standing up at their party's headquarters, the PNM's headquarters, at around, I don't know the exact time, maybe around 9 p.m., 10 p.m. on election night, on Monday night. And before the Elections Commission in Trinidad had issued preliminary results, said, we're conceding we lost the elections, before the preliminary results were announced by the Elections Commission. They then congratulated the UNC and they said, we will work hard. We've been in this position before. We'll work hard in the future to come back into power. That is the maturity that differentiates their politics from ours. And I wish that it could be the same here in Guyana.
Yes, yes, yes. So that was Mr. Bagdale Jagdeo congratulating Trinidad and Tobago on how they dealt with well, with Dr. Rowley and Mr. Stewart on how they dealt with the election, and he's just showing you how we as a people, we have, you know, that level of that level. Yes, 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 yes. Class and maturity and patriotism. Let me just show you all this video here, and we will call it a night. This is one of our people from Trinidad and Tobago. Thursday I'll play the let me just take you down memory lane. This is one of our people. Where it is, boy? Right. Now we'll play that on Tuesday. I'll play that on Tuesday. I'll play that on Tuesday. So people, it's 10:23 in the afternoon. 10:23 in the night. And I know a lot of people have to go to work, and I know tomorrow is going to be another day. Tomorrow night we will be here, Dauntless Defenders of Good Governance, and we'll be monitoring and watching all what is happening, and we'll have another show for you tomorrow, because we are going to be dealing with more of Kamala's and Alive tomorrow night. So, and I'm going to tell you a story tomorrow of all the programs that Kamala has shut down and sent home. Thousands of young people. Well, if it was COVID time, I know, if it was COVID time, Kamala take she vaccine and kill everybody else. Kill everybody and done. Should I hit you about a ninja man? Kill everybody and done. They should have never heard Buju, should I say. So, people, we want to thank you all for watching. We also want to thank all the people who have continued to join our platform on bounceup.com. And remember, we have our 24 hours live chat. You can get in the action. We do have the PNM form. If you all wanted to go and sign up the form, you could go and sign up the form. We have the Constitution up there for you to go and peruse and take it in. Right? We have the Constitution up there for you to go and peruse and take it in. We are having everything that is PNM right here. Right here for you. So we have it right here on bounceup.com. For all the people who continue to subscribe, please like, share, and let your friends know that we have more in store to come on Bounce Up. Watson killing Tobago to telling them. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So let me wind it down a little bit. Because I know we were dealing with some intense politics here tonight. And let me wind it down a little bit. And yeah, take a break. We'll be right back. Winding down. Have a blessed night.
Dauntless Defenders of Good Governance. Join host Fearless Warrior and the Dauntless Crew every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Tune in each week for enlightening discussions, special guest interviews, on the scene coverage of news, political events, and all topics related to good governance. Watch the show live on our Bounce Up Central platform and social media channels, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Keep the conversation going, even after the show. Chat in real time on our 24-hour live chat on Bounce Up Central. For more news, informative content, entertainment, special events, discussion forums, Bounce Up Radio, TGIF watch parties, and to even bus a mark anonymously, visit our Bounce Up Central Community Hub, the platform that's Weeting, created for we, by we.
Yes, so we are back. Let's wind down a little bit because we want to ease your mind for tomorrow so that, you can go back out there and, have that relaxation in your mind. And so all right, so let's take in where's a nice one to play, boy? It's Tuesday night, so we want to let me. All right, yeah. Here we go.
Full leather. Cause that what she like. Don't turn off the lights, that what she like. Can't believe a sweet girl like you would I tell ya. No sweetness, tie she weakness, yeah. No feelings, just walk it up like you mean it. No sweetness, tie she weakness, yeah. No feelings, just walk it up like you mean it. Girl wine and go down, waistline flow like a melody. Go down, pretty girl you are the recipe. Go down, fire in the kitchen, my girl, how you cook that. Let me see. Nice man can't keep your interest. Come with flowers and they get dismissed. You have to handle the business proper. Oh Lord, tell you what she like. Tell you what she like. She wants some action in she life. Come good or just don't come at all. Tell you what she like. Tell you what she like. Tell you what she like. She want the roughness in she life. And when I put down the work, watch how she face light up. Boy, no sweetness, die she weakness, yeah. No feelings, just walk it up like you mean it. No sweetness, die she weakness, yeah. No feelings, just walk it up like you mean it. All eyes on you, girl in the middle of the dance. See when you get in the mood, you make it jiggle and bounce. All eyes on you, in the middle of the dance. See when you kick off your shoe, off your shoe. You make it wiggle and bounce. You make it wiggle and bounce. Say she want a rude boy with a rude boy wine. Don't want no man there with no schoolboy wine. No mannequin, no romancing. She wanna go from night till the morning. She fling it up, she fling it back. I ride it, I go handle that. She give it up, she look back, and I ride it. Tell you what she like, tell you what she like, tell you what she like. She wants some action in she life. Come good or just don't come at all. Tell you what she like, tell you what she like, tell you what she like, tell you what she like. She want the roughness in she life. And when I put down the work, watch out she face light up. Boy, no sweetness, like she weakness, yeah. No feelings, just walk it up like you mean it. No sweetness, like she weakness, yeah. No feelings, just walk it up like you mean it. All eyes on you, all eyes on you. Girl in the middle of the dance, in the middle of the dance. So when you get in the mood, so when you get in the mood, you make it jiggle and bounce, you make it jiggle and bounce. All eyes on you, all eyes on you. You're in the middle of the dance, in the middle of the dance. So when you kick off your shoe, so when you kick off your shoe, you make it wiggle and bounce, you make it wiggle and bounce, bounce, bounce.
Alright, so let me play it for you now. Let me play it for you by request.
I want to invoke the doctor and then write him a letter. I want to ask him a question, if he knew what was going on. The other day I was passing, I hear people complaining. He is the man with the answer, but he quite over yonder. They say, snake in the palisade, snake in the palisade, snake in the palisade, and they biting hard. Snake in the palisade, I'm sorry for Trinidad. In the country, man, they worse than my baby. When they're making the racket, they just dress up in nice jacket. Some big fat mackerel, drink all the oil in the oil well. I don't know how they found the key, but I hear they empty the treasury. Snake in the palisade, snake in the palisade, snake in the palisade, and they biting hard. Snake in the palisade, destroying Trinidad. Question the hunters, who does hunt down the squatters? They just cut down your hammock. They don't care if you sleep on rock. While them snakes in the country, only pulling their belly. I want to ask what causing that, but afraid they shoot off my hat. I'm telling you, snakes in the palisade, snake in the palisade, snake in the palisade, and they biting hard. Snake in the palisade, I'm sorry for Trinidad. I hear in the rumor, the country in danger. Them snakes have no feelings, they just bite up anything. I hear they bite up the money and have the country in jeopardy. They bite up the pipeline, no water for the swine. I don't know what they would do next. They bite up a whole racing complex. Snake in the palisade, snake in the palisade, snake in the palisade, and they biting hard. Snake in the palisade, I'm sorry for Trinidad. I'm there, I'm a hammer. Do I am, do I am, do I am.
zone. He found the young girl who's suiting him nice. He went to his papa to ask his advice. The papa said, son, I have to say no. That girl is your sister, but your mama don't know. Woe is me, shame and scandal in the family. Woe is me, shame and scandal in the family. The week went by and the summer came down, and soon the best cook in the island he found. He went to his papa to name the day. The papa shook his head and to him he did say, you can't marry this girl, I have to say no. This girl is your sister, but your mama don't know. Woe is me, shame and scandal in the family. Woe is me, shame and scandal in the family. He went to his mama and covered his head. He told his mama what his papa has said. His mama, she laughed, she said, go man, go. Your daddy ain't your daddy, but your daddy don't know. Woe is me, shame and scandal in the family. Woe is me, shame and scandal in the family. Woe is me, shame and scandal in the family.
Stems.
Yes, I can hear them saying, boy, stop living in the past. Where can I find that energy, the raw magic that comes down from the grassroots? Yes, I'm from a place where soca, the resounding power you could feel anytime, any hour, sunshine or shower. You will feel it anywhere you look, and it reads like a storybook. I come from when drum used to carry it. We used to carry it when the drum used to carry it. We used to carry it when the drum used to carry it. We used to carry it when the drum used to carry it. We used to carry it when Arima had it, Maturita had it, Santa Rosa had it, Donyaruka had it, in Mova had it, in Sawa had it, Soparia had it, local over. Downtown set was the vibes when West people live from Lincoln, John and B-Town to head to the playground and who they link inside. Arima and Central, Tobago and Southside. The traffic and insomnia morning down the by West Morning have cars parking like a ranch. Me drinks bottle long like ruler in a cooler and we chipping up the mouse to for Paradise. Them time did the ground used to carry it. We used to carry it when the ground used to carry it. We used to carry it when the flag could it carry it. We used to carry it when the cooler could it carry it. We used to carry it when Central had it, Korea had it, Columbia had it, Living Penal had it, 500 had it, and Enterprise had it, Hoover had it, they full of vibes. Downtown it was a safe space. 30,000 people of different background, confusion, PSA ground shaking like an earthquake. But everyone was fine, it was when hot girl wine. We used to say the downtown massive and the uptown massive with no fences to separate. And it was like a rite of passage when your clothes get damaged, so you start sitting by the gate. Them time did the ground, we used to carry it. We used to carry it up and down, we did carry it. We used to carry it when the flag could it carry it. We used to carry it when the band could it carry it. We used to carry it, Marabella had it, and Santa Cruz had it, Pinto had it, Palo Seco had it, and Nancy Shell had it, Chola File had it, and Maraca had it, and take over sound. Big CEO and management team used to labor to make sure that they touch ground. Big flag flying all over like wind. Chocolate baby jumping with ice cream. Them time a man jump a tune 2 weeks into carnival and take away everything. Them time yeah the ground used to carry it. We used to carry it to the ground. Used to carry it. We used to carry it. Come strong when we carry it. We used to carry it up and down when we carry it. Yeah, when we carry it. When all I feel had it. Komoto had it. Malaba had it. Lakita had it. Malone had it. Boy 14 had it. Diego Martin had it. Martin had it.
Thank you for your order. Please proceed to the first window.
Yo. Good night. Well, you dress up real nice, boy.
Thank you.
You going somewhere?
Yeah, there's a party here.
What's something to do too now? What party is out there? Hey, we getting up just now, you know. Me and my partner. Go out dance. Don't worry about that. Just keep your guests there,
Oh yeah. A fool, you're ready to groove. You're whining away, yeah, you're whining away. Got me feeling away, yeah, I'm feeling away. I must get a taste, mash up the place. I keep watching you put on a show. Girl, you whining like you already know. Bless me. All I want is one piece of wine, darling. All I want is one piece of wine. Wine and have a good time, yeah. All I want is one piece of wine, darling. Yeah. Wine and have a good time, yeah. All I want is one piece of wine, darling. Wine and have a good time, yeah. All I want is one piece of wine, darling. Wine and have a good time. I don't know who you push back, what you go time it. When you go slide and let me climb in it. What our time it. Just let me hold on tight and mine with it. What our time it. When you go slide and let me climb in it. What our time it.
Thank you for your order. Please proceed to the first window.
Yo. Good night. Well, you dress up real nice, boy.
Thank you.
You going somewhere?
Yeah, there's a party here.
What's something to do too now?
Miss Alti and everybody who's still locked on and listening to the nice, lovely music. We winding it down. But sometimes I just soothe your mind a little bit from the politics a little bit. And let me see something here. I'm supposed to have. Yeah, so as we soothe down your brain a little bit. Just playing some music to take you on your journey. There's some songs I'm looking for. Trying to find it. And Na. No, I don't want that one. All right, do a fine point. Yeah, right now. To have the whole bread. And they still want a piece. Yes, now let me see if I get here. No, I ain't seeing enough of them videos, you know. Oh, okay. No. I was looking for some other music. Looking for some other music. I don't want the logo. Nah, I don't want him. I don't want him. I don't want him. Nah, I'm not seeing it. 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 Oh, it might be here. It might be here. Oh, yes. Mm. Hey. Mm. Mm.
Three, 4, 7, 2.
Yeah, bigger boss.
Yeah, yo, what going, bro?
John, no, dog. I just get the footage and edit it up from the show last night, and dog.
Same. Alright, yo, do me a favor, yo. When you get a chance, I want you to check your email. I sent you the itinerary for this week. You know what I mean? We got this week's shows them line up, alright?
Yeah, man, you don't know, you know, cause that time we drop some new things on the people.
Yeah.
So, yo, chat, hold on, let me see a day I come in. Just post the thing, dog. Yo, chat, you know, me just post the video, dog. And the girl, them gonna request the thing already. I think all I request for some about labor there. Bang!
Alright, bro, so no say a word, yo. Go do your thing, you know what I mean? We link up a little more, yo.
So, you know the thing setting up.
Alright, one. Bless.
Yo, chat, this girl link me on social media and tell me she want meet me for this carnival. So me ask her, baby, what's so special about this carnival? Chat, hear what she said. Oh, this carnival, the girls say them mashing up the man. Who them buck up and list the prices straight from the heart, big girl. It's how me get to know them bumpers is really in the man. It's only bumpers and around me mashing up the land. So it's only bumper. It's all about the bumper. So they love the bumper. Them gyal a flinging bumper. So gyal a shaking bumper. It's all about the bumper. So they love the bumper. Them gyal a flinging bumper. This here carnival, them gyal say them seeking out the man. That's the plan. Who me buck up CC and Kalo. Shake on the bumper, gyal. Bumper big like a Thailand railway coming from the ocean. Them gyal a wine man, good wine man, hard make man, even all them woman. For the come in the place with the cable face. We jamming you. On the road the bumper and wind up your waist. We jamming you. On the bumper moving from right to left. We jamming you. For the burn that people are even dead. We jamming you. It's only bumper. It's all about the bumper. So they love the bumper. Them gyal a flinging bumper. So gyal a shaking bumper. It's all about the bumper. So they love the bumper. Them gyal a flinging bumper. So jiggle the left cheek, jiggle the left cheek, jiggle the left cheek, jiggle the right cheek, jiggle the right cheek, jiggle the right cheek. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Round and round, round and round, round and round. They will be crying when we find out that the bumper really legit. No plastic. When you find them shots because you know your bumper can't fit. Hey girl, put the wine you go and pound the man, make him sink like a bottle ship. Oh gosh, it's sinking up because you broke up all the lip is only bumper. It's all about the bumper. So they love the bumper. Them gyal a flinging bumper. So gyal a shaking bumper. It's all about the bumper. So they love the bumper. Them gyal a flinging bumper. This here carnival, them girls say them seeking out the man. Who me buck up CC and Kalo. Shake on the bumper, gyal. Bumper big like a Thailand railway coming from the ocean. Them gyal a wine man, good wine man, hard make man, even all them woman. For the come in the place with the cable face. We jamming you. On the road the bumper and wind up your waist. We jamming you. On the bumper moving from right to left. We jamming you. For the blind people are even dead. We jamming you. It's only bumper. It's all about the bumper. So
Baby, time is never enough. Even if we try to turn back the clock, just you and I, the present is us. So let we enjoy this now, girl. Do it all over, drunk or sober, so high like a stoner. Time to feel the feeling again. All over, drunk or sober, so high like a stoner. Time to give them again. Like a throwback baby, throwback baby, throwback baby. Like back in time, back on my girl. Throwback baby, throwback baby, throwback baby. Like back in time, back on my girl. Go back, go back, go back. Throw back, throw back, throw back. Go back, go back, go back. Till the feeling come again. Go back, go back, go back. Throw back, throw back, throw back. Go back, go back, go back. Till the feeling come again. While we are alive, the present is home. So don't let your pride keep you alone. Some things in life we cannot control. So let we enjoy this now, girl. Do it all over, drunk or sober, so high like a stoner. Time to feel the feeling again. All over, drunk or sober, so high like a stoner. Time to give them again. Like a throwback baby, throwback baby, throwback baby. Like back in time, back on my girl. Throwback baby, throwback baby, throwback baby. Like back in time, back on my girl. Go back, go back, go back. Throw back, throw back, throw back. Go back, go back, go back. Till the feeling come again. Go back, go back, go back. Throw back, throw back, throw back. Go back, go back, go back. Till the feeling come again. Can I fight for your feeling? So let we enjoy this now, girl. Do it all over, drunk or sober, so high like a stoner. Time to feel the feeling again. All over, drunk or sober, so high like a stoner. Time to give them again. Like a throwback baby, throwback baby, throwback baby. Like back in time, back on my girl. Throwback baby, throwback baby, throwback baby. Like back in time, back on my girl. Go back, go back, go back. Throw back, throw back, throw back. Go back, go back, go back. Till the feeling come again. Go back, go back, go back. Throw back, throw back, throw back. Go back, go back, go back. Till the feeling come again. Skibidoo bang bang. Ha. Wah. Huh. Woyo. Woyo. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like the man them crazy. I feel it mixing the rum too strong again. This place full of sexy lady, but them man out in the streets, they won't leave the people in peace. Well, I'm jamming on the pavement.
the waistline walking, walking. I want to know why? Why the bad man looking to pick up? Cause the fed man stop it. Jamming on the pavement with all them gal, tripping on the pavement. The real woman, if you come to rub and shoot, you come to rub and loot. I wind in with the gal right through. When you think about it, it's more gal for me. Say get them fighting over there, more gal for me. Say keep that wireless over there, more gal for me. The gal have me full attention, boy, yo. Oh yeah, hey, now the party bad. Hold on, all kind of wine that I never see, mad. Hold on, girl want to work it, bad. Hold on, it's the greatest party, and more girl for me. More girl for me. More girl for me. More girl for me. It's the greatest party, and more girl for me. Skibidi bang bang. All them fellas and them who just on that wireless and all that fighting, it ain't making no sense. Going the people and them party and find a lady. Push back on it. Push back on it. I'm not a stranger anymore. Got you tuned up to myself and who I am. Whatever distance on this course, I'm willing to journey cause this feeling is so strong. Sunshine in my face and moon is in this place. I've got this feeling you're a gift to life. Taking my chances, why not go down and bring it back on it? No, you never tranquilize. Push back on it. Push back on it. Push back on it. Push back on it. Sweat is raining down my head. Shadow you so close till no one dare forecasting. Girl, your beauty's like a rose. This moment is special and I don't want to reroute it. Sunshine in my face and moon is in this place. I've got this feeling you're a gift to life. Yeah. Taking my chances, why not go down and bring it back on it? No, you never tranquilize. Push back on it. Push back on it. Push back on it. Push back on it. Just want you to move, lean, broke out. Body stronger than a wall, no need to choke. Tell everybody at the West Africa joke. Every man I watch you but they no sleep around. Just move, lean, broke out. Body stronger than a wall, no need to choke. Tell everybody at the West Africa joke. Every man I watch you but they no sleep around. Sunshine in my face and moon is in this place. I've got this feeling you're a gift to life. Taking my chances, why not go down and bring it back on it? No, you never tranquilize. Push back on it. 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 Push back on it.
It's fruit delicious. Come in on me king size bed. Come and grip me up, spread out my legs. Penetrate me feel good tonight. One phone call and say master hurt tonight. Caress my body from far. Want it come pull out me dress. Me love how you make the body good tonight. While slow fast in the heart we move tonight. Come in and me roll and make you some. Come in and me roll and make you some, baby. Come try bring me. Come in and me roll and make you some. Come in and me roll and make you some, baby. Come try bring me. Stretch out me palm, place money in me hand. Head full of brains, me no wanna follow man. So little and sweet for me land cover. Mafia me want everything I progress. House, car, property, everything I interest. Me put on a lock and the pussy are the best. Baby come and ease my mind. I'm all heated up inside. Come in and me roll and make you some. Come in and me roll and make you some, baby. Come and try bring me. Come in and me roll and make you some. Come in and me roll and make you some, baby. Come and try bring me. You made the body grown, you made the body queen. Me feel like a star. The way you do it right, I love it combine. Me like it like that. He said he put it tight, I cannot deny. And any ends come wrong, you're busting your pipe. Good boy ting, bongs funny ting. Me want it so nice. Come in and me roll and make you some. Come in and me roll and make you some, baby. Come try bring me. Come in and me roll and make you some. Come in and me roll and make you some, baby. Come try bring me. Come in and me roll and make you some. Come in and me roll and make you some, baby. Come try bring me. Come in and me roll and make you some. Come in and me roll and make you some, baby. Come try bring me.
Like them don't know the answer. Yeah. Like them don't know the. Like them don't know the answer.
I will always remember that particular feeling. A long time carnival morning. I link up with the partner, my best friend named Steven. On the road and we bumping. Was he whining and she grinding and all down to the ground. And I jamming on all bumper when voices are shut in tongue. And if an ex-bumper decide to pass when you know I'm taking it down. With two hands in the air and I don't really care. Nice where I belong. Take me back to long time carnival. With the long time gal. When party was jam. Take me back to inside of the mass. Place the long time brass. We play your beat. I want you to raise your hand if you want to jam. Raise your hand if you want to jam. I say, raise your hand if you want to jam. Raise your hand if you come to Ramajay. Tell them this is mad. Tell them this is rap. Long time panorama down in the savannah. That's first playing Rebecca. Was all stars on a trailer, and they playing the sailor. Look, they spraying the powder. One topic jamming, ecstatic slamming, and all girl on the ground. You can't find me Monday and Tuesday, was Barbarossa in town. But if our next bumper decide to pass, well, you know I'm taking it down. With two hands in the air and I don't really care. Nice where I belong. Take me back to long time carnival. With the long time gal. When party was jam. Take the back to inside of the mass. Place the long time brass. We play your beat. Everybody, I want you to raise your hand if you want to jam. Raise your hand if you want to jam. I say, raise your hand if you want to jam. Raise